When I bought a used laptop online, I thought I was getting a good deal. What I didn't expect was to find something on it that someone clearly forgot to delete. Welcome to Story Vault. A few months ago, I needed a laptop for work. Nothing fancy, just something affordable that could handle basic tasks. I found a listing online for a used laptop that looked perfect. The seller said it was barely used and offered it for a really good price. We met in a public place, I checked that it turned on, and everything seemed normal. So I bought it. At first, the laptop worked perfectly. I used it for emails, browsing, and a few work documents. Everything seemed clean. The previous owner had supposedly reset the device, so there were no obvious personal files. Or at least, that's what I thought. About a week later, I noticed something strange. While browsing through the system folders, I found a directory that didn't look like it belonged there. It was buried deep inside another folder, almost like someone tried to hide it. At first I assumed it was just a leftover system file. But curiosity got the better of me. So I opened it. Inside the folder were dozens of video files. None of them had normal names. They were labeled with random numbers and dates. That alone felt a little strange. But when I clicked on one of the videos, I immediately felt uneasy. It looked like security footage. The camera angle was fixed, pointed toward what looked like a hallway inside someone's house. At first nothing happened. Then someone walked through the frame. I assumed it was just normal home security footage. Maybe the previous owner forgot to delete it. But then I opened another video. And another. That's when I realized something was wrong. The footage wasn't just random security recordings. Every single video seemed to show the same hallway, but on different days. Sometimes people walked through. Sometimes nobody appeared at all. But the camera kept recording. I started checking the dates. Some of the files were only a few weeks old. Which didn't make sense. The seller told me he had wiped the laptop before selling it. So why were these files still here? And more importantly, why were they hidden so deeply in the system folders? The more videos I opened, the stranger it felt. In one clip, someone walked through the hallway and stopped suddenly. They looked directly at the camera. Then they slowly reached up and unplugged it. The video ended there. I sat there staring at the screen for a moment. Something about it just felt wrong. But the next file is what really made my stomach drop. This one had a much longer recording. The hallway looked completely empty for almost 10 minutes. Then someone entered the frame. But it wasn't someone casually walking through. They were moving slowly. Almost like they were sneaking. They stopped right in front of the camera. Then they leaned forward and stared directly into the lens. For several seconds they didn't move. Just staring. Then they whispered something. The audio was very quiet, but I replayed it several times. And what I heard made my skin crawl. They said one sentence. "I know you're watching this." I immediately shut the laptop. At that moment I realized something disturbing. Whoever recorded those videos probably never intended anyone else to find them. And somehow, they ended up on the laptop I had just bought. To this day I still don't know what those recordings were really about. But one thing is certain. Buying that used laptop turned out to be one of the strangest decisions I've ever made. And honestly, I wish I had never opened that folder. And that's the story. Have you ever found something strange on a device you bought secondhand? If you have, share your experience in the comments. I read them all, and some of the craziest ones might appear in future videos. And if you enjoy stories like this, make sure to subscribe to Story Vault for more unbelievable stories from around the internet.